Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are 99% done with the base. It's looking pretty cool. I also ramble on with the Benny BS. As always, like and sub for me, you magnificent person. This computer video game can be solved by babies. Smile.
Oh, there we go. Sugar cane, where are you? Oh, there you are. There we go. I do think we have more in the chest, but we're gonna need that for bookshelves for later on. Oh man. 1.18. I can't wait. I keep going back to that. I just like I don't know. Minecraft has changed so much since like 1.8 and 1.7.5 or 1.7.2 or whatever. You know, it's just bananas. It has. It's changed a lot. It's basically a complete new game. And I like can't wait to see like what is next in the future. I do hope that I believe I was explaining this before. I do hope that like the combat system does change a little bit, you know, with like either more weapons or just change to somewhere where it's like older Minecraft, you know, or something completely different, because basically the meta is you get a axe and then, you know, that's really it. You know, I can't believe I'm saying the meta of Minecraft, but I mean that's what it is. You know, it basically is that you get an axe, you hit someone who has a shield, and then, you know, whatever. It's not like axes are so overpowered in this game. They really are. It's been like that for such a long time, but I mean, you know, if they do something, I hope they do add like a new weapon and not like a new range weapon. You know, probably like or something in the middle. Oh yeah, I was explaining this with oh my god, with RL Craft, and how RL Craft has a bunch of weapons, and they have a bunch of shit that you can use. You know, in Minecraft, and I hope it's something like that. You know, we have more ranged weapons of like sabers or different types of swords, you know, that like are slower but do more damage, or something like that. Something a little bit more, you know. Even though like the sword and shield or the axe and shield is like a really, you know, it's really good. It's very yeah, it's very solid. Don't fix what isn't broken. I feel like we can keep whatever those are, you know, at that. But let's add a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more color to this world, you know, because even though a lot of stuff has changed, to like 3 years ago today, you know, if you told me that Minecraft, that the Nether was going to change entirely, I would not have believed you, you know. And here we are now, where the Nether is just fucking completely, you know, changed. And I feel like the Nether doesn't really need to be changed at all. I think the Nether is going to be fine for now, for a long time. Maybe if they do, like, they add another biome, you know, to it, where it, like, connects a little bit to the end. I mean, they do, because they have the Enderman biome. But, maybe something a little bit more you know, endish in the Nether, or, you know, maybe even a different just trying to make an iron sword. And then I made an iron hoe. No, I wasn't thinking. But you know, maybe a different or even maybe a different dimension as well. Or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential with Minecraft. You know, we have the end, we have the Nether, we have the overworld that we're in now. Everyone's thinking like the Aether, you know, which is like the Sky realm or whatever. or something like that. I don't know. A lot of mods. I guess I'm thinking about this because a lot of mods, you know, are like, you can put them in Minecraft, and it would be like there are a lot of mods out there that are mods that modify the world and the game and stuff like that. But like, if you sat someone down in front of it for the first time, they would be like, "Oh, this is actually this is Minecraft," you know, and like they could not tell the difference of whatever. And I love that. You know, I love how mods just there are certain mods that like don't change the world at all, and all that they do is they they add like a little bit here and there. You know, it's like a food that is well seasoned, and you just add a little bit of salt and pepper. That's all that you need. You don't need anything else. It tastes good by itself. Like I know that sounds really white, but but that's what I mean. It's just like you don't have to add anything else. It's well prepared. It's well seasoned. You don't have to add any. You know, like ice cream. How about this? It's like ice cream, right? Like ice cream in itself is really good, but people add sprinkles because either it looks nice or it doesn't really add anything. It's just, I want sprinkles. That's all that certain mods do. You know, they add a little bit, but it's not enough to change the whole meal. It's not like a fucking a la mode where, you know, I give you like a slice of fucking apple pie or, or like a brown or like a blondie or something like that, where I give you a brownie and ice cream. You know, I just add sprinkles and it's still ice cream. Maybe the analogy has been lost, but you get what I mean. There are some mods that don't change anything, and I love that because, you know, I feel like Minecraft in itself is a really fun game. It's a really good game. It has a lot of replay value, and people are like, well, where's the replay value if you keep going into the end? And it's like building stuff. Minecraft is like the only game that has come out in its time, besides like Gary's mod, to be like, here's the game. Do whatever the fuck you want in it, besides like modifying the game. It's really the only game that I can think of that's like that. You know, every other game that I'm thinking about right now, it's very like, you know, you can mod and you can add this and that and stuff like that, but it how would you say, like those things really do change the game, or like they've been added like a while along the road and not just in the beginning. In Minecraft, Minecraft is very fluid, I guess. You know, you can do a lot in it compared to other games, you know. I guess GTA, it's either I repeat so many different things, God. But like I was saying, it's man, it's just a very, like I said, it's a very fluid game. It's a very open game. It's not a game that likes to hold your hand as much as it does just allow you to explore and create the world. And I feel like that's why Minecraft itself has been so successful, because it doesn't really how would you say, it doesn't really stop the player from thinking outside of the box. It doesn't stop people from thinking outside the box, which is why, you know, people like to add like a bunch of stuff like Tekkit and Hexit and stuff like that, where you know, it adds different worlds, and it also adds like different machinery and stuff like that. That if Minecraft was based around it, looks like it could have been in the game ever since the beginning and whatnot. And there's also mods that like bring back like older stuff that was supposed to be in Minecraft as well. Like there were supposed to be frogs in Minecraft, and everyone was hype until, you know, we got fucking Caves and Cliffs, basically. And everyone was like, but we want frog. And all that other stuff. So I don't know. Minecraft is an ever-changing game, and I personally don't know when it will stop changing, and I hope it never does. Um, but like Minecraft is definitely a game where it's like we've been given we've been given the full game ever since whenever, and I feel like it's never going to be the full game ever. It'll never be the same as it was at launch. It'll always be different. It'll always keep changing, and I love it. I love how people who've played Minecraft so much in the past can come back to it like years later and be like, "Holy shit, this is like playing Minecraft again." You know, um, and it's crazy to me how people say I've never played Minecraft too. I don't know. It's just such a friendly, open game. It's such a also it can be such like a challenging, simple game. It's like this is why I love Minecraft because I've explained this before. It's so simple. Anything can be done to it. Anything can be done in it. You know, it legit is really just a blank canvas. You pop into this world, and you are the one that controls what goes on in the world. You are what continues this world. You are the reason why, you know, there's plants here, or that, you know, there's a cow pen over there, or whatever. You know, I feel like a lot of not dungeons, but I feel like a lot of RPGs should take that into account, where it's like understanding like what the players can do and how do you make the player playing your game feel like what they're doing in the game is actually important. Um, which not to go back on fucking on this rant again, but which is why like I feel like Skyrim definitely has a very hard time of doing sometimes in the game, where it's like after, you know, you are done training as Dragonborn or whatever, I feel like the game kind of just throws Dragonborn to the wayside, and, you know, just it's just like, yep, that's the game, and you can do whatever in it. And I feel like there is a bunch more potential in that if the entire game focused more on what you the player why you the player are you know, what do you impact and why you're important and stuff like that, versus like why maybe the story of Skyrim is important, or is more important than you. I don't know. I've had a chip on my shoulder um ever since fucking Skyrim came out, or ever since playing Skyrim, because it's it's a fun game, but I feel like the story of said game is not that good. And I don't mean that like every game should have a story or could have a story or something like that, but I feel like an RPG like Skyrim, it's very important to keep the player um like as a big impact in the game, or at least later on become a big impact. Which is why I liked Fallout 4, and like when you listen to Diamond City Radio, you heard what you were doing. You basically like got a play by play about like what you were doing throughout the entire game. Whether it was like you coming out of the vault and Travis, I believe that's his name, being like, "Oh, we saw a new vault dweller. You know, who are they? Whatever." And him being very scared about like the Brotherhood of Steel and stuff like that, and like what you were doing with the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know. It's just it's very, you feel like you are impacting the story of the game, and even though it's very handholdy and stuff like that, it, you know, I like, it's the reason why Legend of Zelda is very interesting and fun to me, or Skyward, or not Skyward Sword, but Twilight Princess to a point, and why I love Breath of the Wild, because you do impact the story. You feel like you are the one taking charge of the story, and the story isn't guiding you. Um, And yeah, there are some handholdy moments in Breath of the Wild. I mean, all adventure games are like that to a point, but Breath of the Wild at least puts pinpoints in what you could do and allows you to do them in any order. Like the original Zelda. You don't even have to take the advice of the game. You could just go straight to Ganon if you wanted to and try and fight him with a fucking stick. It's awesome. Now, is it advised? I wouldn't say it is, but I mean, it allows you to do whatever you want in the game in whichever order you want, and even when you do them, you feel very empowered and stuff like that. And I feel like certain RPGs, especially Skyrim, and I've said this a bunch of times, but I feel like some of these RPGs don't keep that feeling of the player being important. I feel like the player has to make themselves feel important. And I mean, role-playing games are like that, because RPGs, well, you're role-playing as a different character. And that is very understandable. I get that. But I feel like when it comes to the story, Skyrim doesn't really make you feel important, even though you're the only Dragonborn and you're the only reason why dragons in Skyrim stop coming alive and whatnot, or are feared, or you're the only reason why you're feared by dragons or whatever. But I mean, I'm just a dumb idiot fucking playing Minecraft. What do I know? Oh man. We are almost done with the inside of this house where we can put almost all this shit in it. I really can't wait. Come on. Actually, let me see if... Because I feel like we just need one more tree and then we're good. We have actually enough. Holy shit. I thought we were going to need more. And there we go. Okay. So let's go to sleep. Actually, let's put torches in here. There. That corner. Right there. Alright, roll it up. Alright. Oh, man. I would like to put a roof on, but I think that's going to be next episode. Whew. Man. We need another one. No. Yeah, we're using a lot of our iron. Definitely next episode we will go mining, but not this one. I think this one we're going to end with us basically finishing the floor of this and finishing the house finally. Yeah. I'm loving it. I actually love this floor. I do love how it looks. And we definitely have more cows. So that's good. I think what I'm also going to do is off screen, basically, I'm not going to go mining, but definitely off screen, just keep feeding these cows and, getting this to the max, because we actually don't have a lot of food on us. We have some apples, I know, but they're not going to be that good. They're not going to be that replenishable to our health. So, but, I mean, we're on a really good start. Definitely next episode, I'll be moving everything inside. And, actually, I might do that in between episodes. That might be an in-between episode thing. Who knows? But right now, I'm really loving how we are getting far into our house. I would like to speedrun stuff, but I want to see how long we can, just chill out here with our farms and stuff and see what's up. See the moon rise and fall again and not die. So yeah, I think that's gonna be today's episode. I think well, I was gonna say tomorrow, but next episode, I think we will have a full cow pen, and I think we'll definitely go mining so that we can finish this roof, and we can also get more iron and see if we can get more diamonds. So, yeah, I think that's our goals for next episode. So, that said, see you guys then.